Right now, former President Donald Trump is running away with the race for the Republican presidential nomination, and that's by a wide margin. So can anything derail his chances? New Hampshire Governor Sununu is one of a number of Republicans calling on their party to rally behind an alternative to Trump. And the governor joins us now. Governor, thanks very much for joining us. We really appreciate it. You wrote before the Wednesday debate that candidates shouldn't be afraid to attack Donald Trump up on that debate stage. They didn't do it. Why do you think that is?
Well, he wasn't there, right? So I actually think the candidates did a great job ignoring him for the first hour. And it's not just on the debate stage. They got to be able to take it to him. I don't think they have to go nuclear like Chris does. You know, Governor Christie does a great job just really pounding Trump. He knows him better than anyone. But everyone in their own way has to find separation with him, right? And some of them are doing it, some of them aren't. I think Nikki Haley did it pretty well. But that's really the key. It's not just attacking him, but then finding out where your candidacy is, assessing it as we go through the fall, and saying, look, when the time to back out is there, you got to back out. And if the numbers winnow down, if the number of candidates challenging Trump winnow down, especially if it's one-on-one, he loses. There's no question. The Republican Party can go forward. But that was really the opportunity of the debate the other night. For the first time in really 6 years, right? 6 years since we've seen leadership in the Republican Party without Donald Trump, and it looked pretty good. People were very happy with that debate. There was a lot of energy, a lot of exchange of ideas. It didn't fall flat. So I think it got folks very excited.
Yeah, but the former president, as his talent, sort of stole the spotlight, and he did it very quickly yesterday, and even concurrently at the same time, simultaneously with the debate. Let me do a level set here with you for a second, Governor. Are you opposed to Donald Trump because you don't think he can beat Joe Biden, or are you opposed to Donald Trump because you're opposed to Donald Trump?
No, I'm opposed to him because he can't win. I want winners. I mean, I'm opposed to him because in 2018, we lost the House. In 2020, we lost everything with that guy. In 22, we should have had a huge red wave. Him, his message, his candidates, all lost, right? So why would we do this a fourth time and expect a different result? If there's anything I've learned as a four-term governor, you cannot govern if you don't win in November. And in November of 24, he's proven he can't do that. Right now, I think just shy, 66% of America's independents say they would never vote for that guy. You cannot win with that. So, and it's not just the presidency, remember. It hurts the Senate seats. It hurts gubernatorial seats. It hurts congressional seats. It hurts school board seats, and those matter. So I just want to win. Don't we all want to win? You can't change a country if you don't win, and he can't do it.
All right. I want to show the audience a quote from the article that you did write just the other day before the debate in the New York Times. You said, after the results from Iowa come in, it's paramount that the field must shrink before the New Hampshire primary to the top 3 or 4. I believe it's mid-January is when the Iowa caucus is. That would be relatively early. Do you think it's realistic? Especially considering, and pardon my cynicism, but a lot of these candidates are in the race not because they think they're going to win the nomination, but for other reasons. They want to be vice president. They want a cabinet secretary. They think they can make a lot of money by upping their profile on the speaking circuit, what have you. Do you think that's a realistic goal?
Absolutely. Look, it didn't happen in 16. I think everyone learned kind of their lesson of that. It absolutely has to happen. I think it won't just be Chris Sununu. It's not me. But there'll be a lot of voices. And more important, the fundraisers, the donors, the money that's out there. They have a responsibility to say, hey, we gave it our best shot. You were still in low single digits or whatever it is come Christmas. We got to get out, right? We're just clogging up the field at this point. We're sucking up oxygen. And by the way, when you do that, it's a better process democratically. It's a better process for the voter just to have 3 or 4 candidates. I'm not saying who it should be right now. I might endorse someone at some point, but let the folks really decide. When you're looking at 8 or 9 candidates, it's too much. And they all get that. I really do believe most of them actually get that. And most of them don't want to be vice president. I can't speak for all of them, of course, but I don't think most of them do want to be vice president. The ones I think that a few of them, the Larry Elders that we're looking at it, they're not in the debate anymore. We've already winnowed it down to 8 candidates, and it's not even September. Think of it that way, other than Trump. All right. So if you get 3 or 4 more out of the race by November, December, it's there.
Obviously, you're a pretty astute politician and observer of American politics. I mean, you crushed it in your races in New Hampshire. You're not running again. So who do you think did best up there on Wednesday night? Who do you think has the best chance to winnow down among your 3 or 4? I'm not asking you for your endorsement. I know you haven't given that yet.
Sure.
But you got to have an opinion.
Yeah, no, Yeah, of course, yeah. So I think Pence and Haley really invigorated their campaigns. They showed passion, excitement that I don't think the campaigns had kind of shown in a few months, and I think that was pretty exciting. I think Nikki Haley did a phenomenal job.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.